What's going on, YouTube? Stu here, and I'm inside of Beastie. I want to make a video. You see that? See that face mask right there? Forward. I want to make a video for those of you out there who may not know this. You can go to the dealership with your own oil and oil filter. Now, I'm a DIYer. I normally change my oil and filter myself. But I'm making this video for those of you that may have a vehicle and it may be under lease, or you may want to keep all your paperwork from the same company or the same dealership that you bought your vehicle from. So I have my oil filter, and I am on my way to the Ford dealership. So I'm going to show you all today how you can take your own oil to the dealership and have them change your oil for you. And then you keep all your receipts and everything with the official logo on it. Saves you money. It may not save you time, but it will save you money. We're going to get into it. Let's go. Here we go.
What's up?
How you doing?
Trying to be like you, bro.
Hey,
What
I'm
you
trying
doing?
to be like you.
Man, you in trouble. But we both just alike. We awesome as hell.
Hey, that's what it is. That's what it is.
That's what it is.
I was coming by to get my oil changed and tire rotation. I got my own oil and filter in the back.
No problem.
Awesome.
You been with us before?
I sure have.
Let me grab my pad real quick.
All right. It's just that easy, YouTube. It's just that easy. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Still here.
More?
Haven't had time to eat, but guess it's time. They like my mask. Shout out to my aunt Ola. She made sure my mask were built for it tough. And all right, appreciate you. All right, have a good one. It is over and done with. Beastie is official yet again. A few hours later. Okay, so it is completely another day. I had to wait for my cabin air filter for my oil change. So shout out to Brad at my neighborhood Advanced Auto. He made sure that I got a cabin air filter as expeditiously as possible. They weren't there when I went in the first time, so he looked out for me. So shout out to Brad. He is one of my subscribers, so I appreciate you, Brad. And let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so listen, I have to say this. It was a small snafu. So you guys remember how you guys remember how I bought my own oil and oil filter and took it to the dealership. Well, the dealership that I took it to, they didn't charge me for my oil and oil filter, but as I went back, because I threw my cabin air filter in the back seat, and so I was getting ready to replace it, and I noticed that all of my oil and oil filter are still in the back. So listen, I am not a sneaky person, so I called the dealership, and they pretty much told me, they said, hey, you know, that one was on us, so we'll see you on the flip side. So one of the benefits you may get is you may get a free oil change and oil filter from bringing your own in. So, getting into this now, your cabin air filter, that is this. You should change this on average about once a year or every 10,000 miles. I haven't changed this in about 19,000. So what we'll do is I'm going to speed this up, and then we'll see the effects of 19,000 miles on your cabin air filter and why you need to change it. So real quick, if you have an F-150, all you're going to need is a prying tool, or this one if you know what you're doing, and a 7mm. So we're going to get into that, and we'll see you on the other side. All right, so this is the new cabin air filter. Let's go ahead and pull this out so we see why you need to change out your cabin air filter. See how nice and clean that is? Now, this is not too shabby, actually. Not too shabby. Now, I will say this. I did not put that in, and you see all the dents and indentations. But if you look closely, you see a lot of filth and other things in there. So the cabin air filter is what keeps the good air that circulates for your air conditioning inside the cabin. Cabin air filter. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. Now, I did not install this the last time I had it replaced. I actually just bought the vehicle from Carvana. Shouts out to Carvana. Love them. So I had to take it to the dealership because when I got it, the oil hadn't been changed and my rear right blinker light was out. So I took it to the dealership, and of course Carvana made sure they paid for it. So here is the old cabin air filter. Not too bad, other than, of course, it's bent up, but yeah. As you can clearly see through there, there's some nasty stuff in there, but overall, not bad. Now, again, they say that you should replace your air filter about every 10,000 miles or about once a year. So here's a little fun trip, let's see, what do I want to call this? Fun tip. There we go. So you replace your cabin air filter once a year. You replace your air filter about every 2 times you change your oil. So that's a little fun tip. Tongue tied. All right, let's get into this. All right, so the new one's in. We're gonna go ahead and put everything back together. And one more quick mod, and that's to change the air filter. And we're gonna call this guy a wrap. Stick a fork in it. Last and certainly not least, the air filter. Now, I guess I should do it before and after. brand new cabin air filter. It's kind of nasty. Replace new air filter. Lock and load. Wait for it, wait for it. Job done. Now, let's enjoy Beastie, shall we? Hit the music. No, really, hit the music. Dang it. Come on, iPhone.